This is the Olight Baton 4 flashlight. I have thoroughly enjoyed reviewing this flashlight. You want to stay tuned for all of the review. Gonna show it in some different lights, and I'm gonna show you some things that might really be a benefit to you for an EDC or even just a flashlight that you would carry with you in your pocket. It's only 2.5 inches long. 2.5 inches long, and it's very, very light. Though it's made of metal, very durable, has some great features. Stay tuned for this review. I think you'll like it.
Hey y'all, I got my new Baton 4 flashlight, and right now you can see this flashlight in a dark room, and it is on moonlight. And so I want to go ahead and go through the different lighting levels to show you the difference. Moonlight right here, this is moonlight, and that would be low, and hey, there's medium, and of course high. Oh my word, that is really, really bright. And so let's go and turn this off and do turbo mode. Whoa, man, things like heating up my face. That is warm. We're going to put the thermometer on this guy and see how hot this gets. See, we might even be able to melt something with it. Okay, in this demonstration, what I want to do is take this Baton 4 Olight, and I want to see if it'll melt heat shrink. This is a pretty robust heat shrink, and we're going to try that. This is a lot thinner heat shrink, and we're going to try that. So we're going to put this heat shrink on this smaller wire, and you can see that there is plenty of room there in that wire. We're going to heat shrink that guy. And then we're also going to take this bigger heat shrink and we're going to put it over this wire, and we're just going to see if that'll shrink down onto that as well. And we're going to take the Baton 4. We're going to put this thing in turbo mode. And I'm telling you, this thing not only puts out the light 1300 lumens, it has some heat to it. So I want to see if maybe I could use that heat to melt heat shrink. Let's go ahead and try it. Double press that, goes to turbo mode. And it's so bright, you can't even hardly see what it's doing on the actual heat shrink. That's how bright this thing is. Okay, let's go ahead and turn it off. Man, flashlight's a little warm. All right, let's see here. You know, it's not, this one didn't like go all the way. It is definitely smaller, especially on this end. On this one though, wow, it's tight now. It's tight. It shrunk. Oh, I just pulled it, so it did come free, but it has shrunk it. Look at that. Look at that. And even here, you can see it's hot enough to melt heat shrink. At least the smaller stuff, maybe not the bigger stuff, but it's not an open flame. Just how hot does this thing get on the surface? Let's just see. Let's go double press. Actually, let's see. Double press goes to turbo mode, and we're going to go here and see what kind of surface temps we get. Oh my goodness, look at this. Surface temp, turbo mode. Wow. Whoa. Over 200? Are you kidding me? 210. 40, 15. Wow, 220. Wow. 230 degrees. Surface temp, just the Olight. Look at that. 232 degrees. That is hot. That is a little warm. Whew. I gotta check that out. I hate that it's nighttime out. Man, I'm so glad I got my Olight right here with me on my hat. This is gonna be nice. Man, I love this light. Man, this is great. Perfect. When you need a headlight, you can go this route, but sometimes people want to go more this route, which is traditional headlamp, which is nice. The only problem with it is, if you want to use a hat, it just doesn't work good. It just doesn't work. And then if you try to do a headlight with a hat, put it up here, and you can never get it on your work. It just doesn't work. But with this Olight, this is perfect. It like clips on your bill. You can wear your hat, and then you got your light, and it's perfect. There we go, nice and bright. It's everywhere you look. This is nice. If you're a hat wearer, this is what you need. You're gonna have to get rid of that because it just don't work. It's frustrating. The Olight, that'll work. Been enjoying working with this Olight, and it's just 2.5 inches long. It's nice, powerful, and I work HVAC, and one of the things in my business is just keeping things where you know where they're at. And what I love about this little flashlight is it has this magnetic base that not only does the charging pad stick to that, and so it charges great. But also another neat feature of this is, like, this back wall is metal, and so I can just keep that thing stuck right there. Whenever I need my light, I just reach back, grab it, and game on, I'm using it. And so once you go to a different mode, like when I turn this thing off and I come back on with it, whatever mode I was at last, it keeps. And so if I come on and I'm in my low mode and I really want to be in medium, I double press, I'm there. But if I don't want to just always kick up in some lower mode, I just pick the mode I want it to be in, hit it once, and now I'm back to that. It's actually the high. And then I can even take and just stick that somewhere and then leave that thing on, and it's light my whole area. It's great. I can work on paperwork, do whatever from this without the truck being on. So I like the magnetic base. It just sticks. It is powerful, and even with my driving at times, which sometimes might cause things to shift, this ain't going anywhere. I mean, that is a strong magnet. So another great feature of the Olight Baton 4. I'm going to take this little Baton 4, and it's supposed to be IPX8 waterproof, which just really means it could be submerged down to 1 meter. Now, and maybe more, but at least 1 meter. The important thing though about this is it's a lithium battery, so it really can't get wet, especially as it's being discharged. So we're going to go ahead and, well, I've liked this turbo mode so much. We're just going to go ahead and stick it on turbo mode and drop it in the water. It's still sitting in there nice and happy. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Oh, look at that. It still works. Let's do the turbo mode. Look at that. It's still got the turbo going on. Well, that's good. Let's go ahead and I think what we're going to do is go ahead and take it out of the water, and I'm going to take it apart, and we're going to see if there's any moisture inside of this flashlight that's supposed to be waterproof. Let's see. Dried off the outside really well. I must say, by the way, I love this color scheme on here. The black and the kind of really neat blue clip and bezel there. Very, very nice. Very nice. I like it. They come in different colors. This one I do like. All right, let's go ahead and take this apart, and we will see if there's any moisture in this flashlight. See if I see any there. No, I don't see any. Let's go ahead and pop that guy out. Well, Olight battery. I don't feel any moisture whatsoever. No moisture. Looks like at least underwater. I know it was shallow. It was only a couple inches, and the rating says 1 meter. I did not do the meter, but at least we understand that no water did get in, being underwater for an hour. I don't see any moisture at all under the lens, and yeah, looks good.
All right, we're going to go ahead and unbox the Olight Baton 4 neat little flashlight. I thought it might be a little bigger, being a baton, but in all reality, it's actually relatively small, but the light is powerful. When you unbox this, you get this little readme thing, which says basically pull out this little insulator that keeps the light from lighting or in the box and discharging the battery. You get a pretty decent instruction packet, and of course in multiple languages, the user manual there, and so very, very nice. What's a nice little bag that came in this thing. Nice little bag, Olight bag. It's a very nice feeling pouch there. So that's a pleasure. Then the cabling, and it's a standard USB cabling, and it actually has a magnetic base for the light. Turn this over, see the actual light, and let's see, in reference to the size, just to give you an idea of the size, like this would be a standard iPhone, and so that would be a size comparison. This is actually iPhone 16, and it's the Pro, and so that gives you an idea of the size difference. Or I guess the size of this little flashlight, not real large. I'm just going to pull it out of the case. And you have this nice flashlight here, and really not a whole lot of control on it except this button, this multi-push button here, and that's what actually controls all the different modes. But the base here is what this will actually be magnetically drawn to, and then it charges very well and quickly. So I have thoroughly enjoyed reviewing the Olight Baton 4 flashlight. Very small, very easy to carry. Love the clip, a lot of features. Love the moonlight mode, thinking about hunting, climbing up in a deer stand, half a lumen. That would be a great feature, so you're not spotlighting the woods for all the deer to know you're there. That would be good. Price-wise, not the cheapest flashlight out there, not the most expensive, but definitely it is affordable. And I think you should check it out. There's links in the description. I've shown you a couple of links throughout this video for you to go on Amazon and look and see if you might go ahead and pick one up yourself. I think you'll like this flashlight. I recommend it. It has held up very well during testing. As a matter of fact, one of the things during testing is I only charged it once to start, have not charged it again, and I am still on 2 bars on the mode that shows how much charge is left. And so it has held up. I've used turbo mode a lot. I've used this flashlight a lot throughout the day, and it has held up. And I think you could trust this thing to be with you in the woods and not just peter out on you. I think it'll work for you, and I highly, highly recommend it. Get yourself one today. Check it out.